Two ledgers used to tokenize the Treasury, XRP and XLM, will be discussed in this episode. I agree with that. Stellar ledgers, specifically XRP and XLM, are being referred to here because they are being used for tokenizing treasuries. It has already happened. The announcement was made yesterday. We can go over it side by side. Don't worry, I've got this. We will analyze price charts and talk about market manipulation after we go over Ripple's new partner. These businesses are trying to manipulate you into giving up your beloved cryptocurrency, but their tactics aren't working on this channel's viewers. Sit down and relax without further ado. Come on, we can begin. Now, one Bitcoin will set you back $97,575. There was an 83% spike in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is now trading at $2,676 per coin. We had a good run today, our beloved XRP, but it's currently down 1.51%. Up here it went, which was nice, but otherwise it wasn't that remarkable. Costing $2.47 in the end, there was a little over 6% gain in the last day. The Bitcoin market is at a whopping $3,199 million. Where shall we proceed from here? I could tell you this on this channel every single day if I wanted to. It's plain to see. At this time, we are only looking at Bitcoin as an asset. Bitcoin must now begin to move. It isn't producing any results. The temperature is fairly low, $90,000. Its preferred price range is between $93,000 and $97,000. That thing adores it. But your knowledge is limited. Since we are aware of the outcome, it is free to remain there indefinitely. You can bet that none of us will be shaking out in this place. Is that all right? Thus, have fun with them, Bitcoin. Nonetheless, we know where you're headed. There is no way to change it. The sum of $175,000 is due to you. It is with much excitement that we share the news that Ripple, Tokyo Relations, and T have joined forces to bring the most recent news, statistics, and insights to the Ripple community in a single monthly spot. It announces that it will now cover Ripple, additional terms, Lust, XRP, and the XRP ledger. Curiously, I will watch to see what they unveil. If I had to guess, I'd say this isn't a genuine product. There are other metrics and figures that show you who is utilizing the XRP ledger. Oh my goodness, where on earth are these folks? Do you know what they're involved in? For what purpose are they putting it to use? How does it interact with its audience? That's the one I think they're going to put out there. So we'll pay attention. What they do will be watched. It is intriguing, nonetheless, to observe new companies, including research firms, publicly announce their collaboration with Ripple and the possibility that it will replace their quarterly reports. It seems unclear to me. We will find out. Our focus here is on the XRP chart. Also, I didn't realize we weren't actually changing screens. Please be patient. Don't worry, I've got this, I pledge. Glad we were able to get this problem fixed. Even if you can't see, we'll need to come over here and then likely perform one of these. I see, let me show you, this is the XRP chart. Token interactions were discussed in this piece, which you apparently overlooked. Come with me while I show you the XRP chart. Our focus is on this. At the 4-hour mark, we actually appear pretty good on the 4-hour news. The first stage of short-term price movement is 2 candle closures above the exponential moving average, EMA, unless this thing completely downturns over the next 4 hours, which I don't see occurring. When the light turns green, we can magnify it so you can see it well. Assuming we maintain our current trajectory, this green should transform into purple within the next day or two, allowing us to enjoy pleasant price action leading up to the midterm. But when we compare this to the daily chart, we can see that it's not even close. That being said, it's fine. Keep in mind that you have 4 hours. It seems good in the near run, which might cause more price predictions and an increase in movement. Here is what I entered. We just found this one. I am really blown away. Buyers who meet the requirements will soon have access to broken XRP depository receipts. Would you happen to know what these are? Holy cow. We devoted a whole thread to discussing it. You are my prayer. The GPT CHAD system, come with me. Depository receipts are tradable financial instruments that represent ownership of assets like cryptocurrencies or stocks, as stated in the article. like American depository receipts, ADRs for equities, but for digital assets instead. A custodian would hold XRP, which would be used to back the depository receipt, DR 1-to-1. I am astounded. The support is 1-to-1. This will drive adoption by organizations. It can only be supported if all of these have exactly one XRP. For what reasons is this important? For XRP's price to rise above $10, we need institutional grade exposure. Traditional investors will be able to buy XRP through broking accounts, and they may even be able to sidestep some of the rules and restrictions that currently apply to cryptocurrency exchanges. Stop stressing over the fact that Coinbase has a weekly limit of $20,000. But keep in mind that Coinbase will freeze your account after that amount and demand identification, a hair sample and a saliva sample to verify your identity. Who issues these depository receipts? Big banks, financial institutions, Bitcoin investment firms, and individuals. I am astounded. Because of this, the ETFs that are about to be implemented will be affected. In light of this, what does XRP's acceptability look like? Clearer and more liquid. If we receive the depository receipts, which we have, then the ETFs will also arrive. Additionally, this will help connect traditional banking with the Bitcoin market. So keep that in mind, folks. I am astounded. This is just incredible. Here we can observe the progress that XRP is aiming towards. Not only will this benefit the institutions, but it will also entice banks and substantial amounts of money. I made this public. Ando has been on my mind quite a bit recently. A slumbering behemoth among them is Ando, $1.5. Can you grasp this? However, I can acquire XRP for just a few dollars more, you could argue. It makes sense to me. Still, I believe Ando can increase this cycle by a factor of 10 to 30, solely based on my research and findings, not a financial advisor. So what does Ando put out into the world? So they reached their peak, right? They had, pardon me, but they had Eric Trump. A speech was delivered by Donald Trump Jr. at the meeting. As you may be aware, Joe Katz will also be speaking at the summit. So what does Ando put out into the world? Where do they even begin? Now you'll find out if you're ignorant. At the most basic level, we are tokenizing physical assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate. Great news. BlackRock, WisdomTree, Wellington, and Franklin Templeton are already working together on tokenization. When you begin tokenizing property, stocks, bonds, and exchange-traded funds, ETFs, this becomes quite important, all right? Furthermore, these items were tokenized utilizing the XRP ledger through Ando's collaboration with Ripple. The announcement that they were tokenizing or will issue tokenized treasuries was made by Ando during their appearance at the conference yesterday. We will be issuing tokenized treasuries. This is followed by a public announcement that these treasuries, stocks, bonds, and ETFs would be tokenized utilizing the XRP ledger and XLM. Do you intend to step back and look at the big picture? Banks will deposit massive sums of money into XRP through these depository receipts. Large financial organizations and banks. Ando then comes out of hiding. We know he's working with WisdomTree and BlackRock to tokenize all sorts of assets, including real estate, equities, bonds, ETFs, and treasuries. Ando then came out of hiding, making their intention to use the XRP ledger and XLM, one of the most noteworthy announcements of the conference yesterday. Are you cognizant of the magnitude of this? Last but not least, as a featured speaker, Donald Trump Jr. devotes 30 minutes to discussing Ando. Trump has spoken out in favor of cryptocurrency. It shows the whole set of US dollars. That caught you by surprise, didn't it? Do you see where this is going? The future lies with tokenization. Plus, Ando's deeds are known to the Trumps. While we talk about the Trumps, we obviously mean the whole Trump family and the whole Trump government. They are cognizant of what Ripple is doing. By bringing these two cases together, Ando states that they are tokenizing using the XRP ledger. Have you forgotten about me? Listen up, folks. Things are about to go off the rails. You better be ready for a wild journey because this one is going to be absolutely crazy.